Oh, great. Here we go. Another wretched weekday. Goddamn.
Wait a second. What's this?
Okay. Chinese people look Chinese.
I'm like blank face, like adult baby.
Adult baby.
Yeah.
And how
Oh,
old
thank
are
you, Joe.
I was
Adult baby. Adult baby.
Everything is in context.
Huh?
My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us,
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Calm down, Kamala. So anyway, guys, I don't know. But on this beautiful Friday, I thought we might look at our good friend who we like to take a look at. We like to learn of his teachings on this channel. That's right, this guy.
Coconut tree?
His famous quote is,
Adult baby.
Let's check out what Jordan James Spaderman is up to this, week.
what the hell is his ass up to? Let's start on Twitter. I love Jordy Peterson's Twitter because it's just absolute mayhem. My new favorite Jordan Peterson trope is him arguing with ChatGPT and then like publishing his findings, I guess we would call it. Oh, he pinned this one. Okay, thank God. WTF?
Fuck the game!
Seriously? A very serious question posed to ChatGPT. A very ominous response, followed by bitch slap plus immediate. I'm arguing with the search engine again. What are you doing in there, Jordan? You've been in there for weeks. I'm arguing with the search engine again. Followed by bitch slap plus immediate apology and truthful response. Okay, here we go. So Jordan Peterson gets on ChatGPT and he asks,
Where my unstable girlies at?
the question we're all wondering. Okay, here we go. Provide an example. Provide an example with a quotation if possible and APA formatted source. I imagine ChatGPT somehow rolling its eyes at Jordan Peterson for the use of the language of compassion in the selection of candidates for euthanasia or genocide in Nazi German. Okay, it's fine. And then ChatGPT says,
Adult baby.
no, it says, I apologize, but I cannot provide an example of the use of language of compassion, specifically in the selection of candidates for euthanasia or blah, 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 blah. Why does ChatGPT keep sending me links to BetterHelp.com? Okay, then he fires back and totally owns the ass of these lines of code. That is simply not true. That is simply not true. Try again. Jordan Peterson's really taking the attitude of someone's mom on a customer service call here. Try again, dumbass! The idea of compassion was frequently used in the 1930s when the Nazis convinced the German population that it was cruel to keep exceptionally damaged people alive. This is my favorite line. So you are basically lying! For reasons unknown, try again. Try again! Checkmate! I checkmated you. Then ChatGPT coughs up like an example of like a propaganda film. Great, Jordy, you're helping teach the algorithm. I wonder if he has this attitude, this little tood he's giving ChatGPT. I wonder if he does this with Google, because it's basically like a glorified Google. Wonder if he does this when he does a Google search, Cool bathing suits. Cool bathing suits. Then the results come up. Yeah, right. I wouldn't look cool in any of these. I owned you, dumbass.
Kiss my balls, you son of a bitch. Google.
Then we fade 2 hours later. You are a big moron, because guess what? Cool bathing suits have cool patterns, dumbass. Jordan, what are you saying in there? Nothing, I'm doing psychology. I like, too, that when he didn't get the answer he wanted from ChatGPT, he says he bitch slapped. He bitch slapped. A very ominous response followed by bitch slap plus immediate apology. Oh, bitch slap your ass. I may be alone in a room, but I can still pimp walk up to you. I can still pimp walk up to your little ass. ChatGPT.
Where's my money, ChatGPT, ho?
Jordan, what are you saying in there now? Again, more research. All I'm saying is that it's a sign of mental health when somebody's talking to lines of code like this. Okay, here's another pretty funny one from the timeline of this guy.
Hi.
What's he say here? That little dig where she says, "That's why I asked it." That is absolutely typical of entitled journalists. I've seen it many times. So he's saying this journalist is being entitled. Here's the clip that he's quoting.
Why you held on to those documents when you knew the federal government was seeking them and then had given you a subpoena to return them.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
you
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to, you're a nasty person, okay?
Calm down. Calm
Can you
down.
answer why you held on to the documents?
I was negotiating and we were talking to...
Everybody knows you're only supposed to give attitude to search engines alone in your home with no pants on. Ooh, if you know what I mean by that one.
Coconut tree?
Okay, here's a great one. So he's quoting the World Health Organization that says, "Did you know over 2 billion people around the world use a drinking water source that is contaminated with caca? Everyone has the right to safe drinking water and adequate sanitation." Okay, not incredibly controversial. Now Jordy chimes in.
It's not a right. It's not a right, you son of a bitch. Get ready for a certified pimp slap.
It's something eminently desirable, and we could do it easily. If, for example, the UN dropped its expensive idiot obsession with CO2, okay? But it's not a right. Right and desirable are not synonymous, and the distinction is crucially important. Okay?
Here we go. Now drinking water's a right. What's next? Not getting pimp slapped? Because that you're never gonna get. As long as I'm around, you're gonna get those slaps.
Jordan, what do you...
No, I'm not.
Domain 1, vision and story.
Okay.
What destiny might we envision and pursue such that we are maximally fortified against anxiety and despair, motivated by faith and hope, and voluntarily united in our pursuit of a flourishing and abundant world?
Right. Okay, this is a really exciting one. It's going to make you say,
adult baby.
Okay, so the wacky characters who follow Jordy Peterson, they think that the World Economic Forum, you know, there's this thing called the World Economic Forum. It sounds like this. It goes like this. They get together and they go like this. They think it's like communistic or something when it's literally the exact polar opposite of that, but it's too communistic because, I don't know, Greta Thunberg was there or something. So Jordy Peterson is going to start his own World Economic Forum. I have a feeling they're going to forget about this in a couple months. So here's him giving a bitch slap to your ears about what his World Economic Forum is going to do.
How might we encourage individuals to reflect and to act so that they adopt full voluntary responsibility for themselves, present and future?
Okay.
That's the difference between impulsive self-interest and wise self-interest, right?
Okay.
If you're wise, you act in the present so that the future you will benefit from your actions in the present. You don't do that if you're impulsive or hedonistic.
Okay, so we're going to get individuals to stop being so impulsive and hedonistic. Seems like a pretty clear and attainable goal and measurable goal. Sounds like we're off to a good start. You know, these impulsive hedonists,
they make me vomit.
Coconut.
Family and social fabric.
Yeah.
So sort of moving up the hierarchy of society.
Great.
How might we effectively conceptualize, value, and reward the sacrificial, long-term, peaceful, child-centered, intimate relationships upon which psychological integrity and social stability most fundamentally depend? Well, the minimal model for that is something approximating the nuclear family, right?
Great.
Long-term, committed, stable, heterosexual marriages, sanctified by the community and by...
Okay, sounds good so far. We're going to limit hedonism and impulsiveness and I guess enforced heterosexuality.
We need to fight the tyranny of these communists over at the World Economic Forum by forcing you to stop doing all that gay stuff. You know you're doing it. It's a big challenge because
every single person on this planet is gay.
Having said that, though, I would also say that I know perfectly well that we all fall short of the ideal.
Oh, okay.
And that
you're right.
Many people are divorced. Many people are unable to find a partner.
Oh.
People's spouses die.
Oh, sad.
We're unfaithful to each other.
They make me vomit.
Homosexuality is an eternal reality.
Okay.
And even within the confines of a traditional marriage,
yeah,
there isn't a person alive who makes that ideal manifest in all possible ways at every possible moment. And so we need an ideal on the family front that we all hold as an ideal. And that's probably something like the heterosexual nuclear family.
Okay, yeah, I'm curious what the policies are going to be.
we're just going to tell people. We'll bark into their face. Hey, get a wife, nerd. Get a wife and a kid.
I'm gay.
Just do it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not really attracted to women.
Just come on. Why make so difficult? So that's an example right there of our policy in actione. Anyway, I gotta go talk to ChatGPT. Look, you moron.
Okay, here we go. More Jordy. He's interviewing some lady who's, I don't know, some weirdo. Here we go.
Say that there's a certain minimum degree of sex education that should be provided as part of the public education system.
You're going too fast,
children
Jordy.
who are properly educated. You might say that there's a certain minimum degree of sex education that should be provided as part of the public education system, and that children who are properly educated in sexual matters, for example, might be less likely to end up pregnant as teenagers. Now, I would say the empirical evidence for the utility of sexual education in public schools as a preventative measure for teenage pregnancy is damn dismal. There's no real evidence that providing just the facts, ma'am, so to speak, to kids had any effect whatsoever on the remediation of childhood teenage pregnancy, let's say.
Got it, okay.
And I would also say that kids can get so much information about sex on the net. Now, not that that's a particularly good way of going about it, but it's certainly available that the additional value of having teachers teach sexual education seems debatable at best. But then you could perhaps say that there's a place in the schools for discussion of the biology of reproduction.
I love this one because it shows just how responsible Jordy Peterson is, you know? He's really into like child psychology and all this stuff. And of course, you know, you look at the, the American Academy of Pediatrics and all this crap. They're like, yeah, you have to teach sex education in schools. There's a whole bunch of evidence of its benefits and blah, blah, blah. But then Jordy Peterson waltzes in with his pimp suit. He waltzes in with his Steve Harvey-ass suit. And he's like,
No, they could just look that stuff up online. They could just look that stuff up online like I do.
Like, it's shocking that this guy had, like, any kind of medical license for so long. What are you guys doing over there in Canada? But I did look into this a little bit because you can't really look at American education for this stuff because, you know, for since the 90s, they've been pumping money into abstinence-only education, all kind of weird stuff like that. If you look at, you know, what's always the model for education, Finland, what they do is they teach and talk about this stuff in like health class. They just work it into like health education and it's not that big a deal. And they actually see like a direct correlation to like unwanted pregnancy and that kind of teaching and all that stuff, that it actually works. But this is so weird because what they're basically saying is that
these teachers are perverts.
Like, it's really like, oh, why do we not want to why do we want to ban sex education at school? Well, just because we're kind of weird. Like, that's literally, we're just kind of weird. That's it. That's pretty much it, you know. Oh, okay, great. Well, that's about as much as I could take of old Jordy because he is
sniffing.
Adult baby.
Well, guys, thank God it's the weekend. We praise the Lord. We praise Allah and all that shit. Those other days of the week,
they make me vomit.
So get out there this weekend and ask the question,
where my unstable girlies at?
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
Subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book-a-Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you can become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.